I can't remember the last time I recorded a video. And remember how I told you the squash? Remember I planted the squash, and then I planted the kale, and then I planted a zucchini, and then behind that is a squash, remember? Told you it would take over everything. This squash alone, all of this is got so much leaves and stuff that there's 4 squash plants here, and so these squash aren't doing good. I might have to like go down to the root area and just cut off a couple of squash plants. We'll see. I have some squash on the other side too that are like this, and they're doing about the same. So maybe it's just the squash seeds, and I need to just grow it and then make the squash better. Cause see, look, that's a nasty squash that started dying on the plant, so I cut it off. So not everything is perfect in life, you know. But that's the one I left. I think there's a couple more in there. I've been cutting the tops off. You just pinch off the tops and it makes the plant stronger, right? So there's that one. And these ones are really good. I've been eating these ones. I just pinched them off again on the top. And so they kind of live with the squash. Oh, hey. Peppa. Those ones are flavorful, but they're not hot. But the zucchinis are all still alive. I do need to plant more onions because we've been eating them. I took off the fence right here in hopes that it would help our neighbor weed situation. And then I pulled out all the weeds. And then I covered it with lots and lots of wood chips. Some of the plants got taken out. And then I just put 5 tomatoes. Can you see the tomato right there? So there's one. There's another one. And then there's 1, 2, 3, like kind of inside of there. They're a little bit small, but these tomatoes get big. And so there's a chili here. I'll go in there. Oh, and these are still finally getting ready. I think that this is the seed. Little seed pods. So they're starting to turn. And aphids. I have aphids on them. Why do I have aphids all of a sudden? The deal. I don't know, but aren't those flowers pretty? Let's see. So here's like a huge gigantic pile of what will be beet seeds really shortly. The tomatillos and the lemon balm are all living together. I have to take some lemon balm with me on Saturday. This tree is huge. I'll get a view from the inside looking out. It has a better view. But there's another tree, a chili tree. And that's the bean plant, so that's dying back. It might sprout new leaves. We'll never know. So the lettuce seeds are almost done. But they just kind of lay all over the ground. Well, hold on a second. I'll take you around. Alright, so here's the inside view looking out. But my phone is almost full. I don't have a lot of storage left on it. And these really are like Christmas trees in June and July. But that is huge. It's one plant. This branch is going to get chopped. Okay, so you see this is how I do this is how I trim. You see how all these leaves are really close together, right? The little branches that grow, they're really, really short, and then they get the new set really, really quickly. Like that's only an inch. And it happens over here too. And I've been cutting, pardon the crunching, I've been cutting a lot. So then you see this branch that's really long, and it's reaching, and it's stretching, try to get the sun. Just chop it, man. Like all the way back, down inside here at the base. Just chop it. It's just going to suck energy. Look at all that stem and very little plant. You know, we finally just have plant here. And even here, look at how separated the stems are in between each set. You want them so they're really close together, but then you want to be able to put a little bit of air in between each layer that grows. So like before monsoon comes, I'll cut off all this part that's inside here. See, like these ones are longer. Look at how close these are together. They're all really close, an inch or less. That's how I do it. So like in here, this is really long right here. I might even cut this branch off, so we'll see. But I don't want to waste my whole 8 minutes on one chili plant. Let's, oh, I almost killed the celery. That's a different discussion for a different time. So these are little pumpkin plants. These ones right here, mini pumpkin plants. They're delicious, by the way. They really are like pumpkins. And you see that one that's getting tall, that's climbing this right here? That is the little tiny tree I had. Moringa tree. There's a few of them. There's 2 of them. Where's the other one? There's the, oh no, that's avocado. So that means the other moringa's over there too. And there's also an avocado tree. See right there, those leaves? Yep. What else? There's some really tall flowers way back here. You see, higher than the fence. Those are carrot flowers and they're beautiful. I'll show you some up close. And there's that Russian plant that I was telling you guys about. Did I tell you? So a couple drops from these leaves, if you put them up your nose, will help clear out whatever nastiness is in your sinuses. And it's great for little kids or babies that have like sinus infections or people that have allergy problems, because it just makes you sneeze everything out. And I've tried it. It's awesome. So I think I'm gonna make something like a droplet container, and maybe make some of those. So there's jalapenos. We've been eating them. I try really hard not to pick them until they turn red, but I can't help it. What else? Tiny little squashes that don't do so good in this spot. I think that I need to plant some more stuff all along this hole right here. See how small they are? It's only like 6 inches long. It's tiny. And the flowers are doing good though. Lettuce seeds, purple lettuce seeds, deer tongue lettuce. Okay, let's go around the back. Okay, so I have like 1.5 minutes left. Ooh, hey. We didn't eat all the grapes. This plant's only like maybe 2 years old. We didn't eat all of them yet. But the tomatoes and the squash. That's mama squash. So this whole area. There's a loofah. You're taking forever. There's probably 5 loofahs in here. This is going to be crazy, crazy flowers and all kinds of stuff. There's like 7 different. Okay, so I got peppers, tomatillos, flowers, Malabar spinach, tomatoes, squash, Brussels sprouts, and all the other crap I forgot. But I've been bringing in squashes. There's squashes all over the place. So, and every time you collect, they grow more.